Ever since we were kids, our parents and authority figures have always told us not to lie and always tell the truth. They scare us with stories such as the boy who cried wolf in hopes of preventing us from lying. However, just as a natural human instinct, we tend to lie and stretch the truth all the time. There are many reasons why people would lie: to get out of trouble, to fit in, to protect ourselves or others, or just because we don't want to tell the truth for whatever reason. Just because lying is something we shouldn't do, it doesn't stop us from doing it. The big question is lying morally ethical? Today we'll explore this question from the perspectives of 4 different frameworks of ethics: moral relativism, self-interest theory, duty ethics, and utilitarianism. We will also present our own opinions and examples on lying. The moral relativism view says that there's no basis for what is completely right or completely wrong. What is right and wrong should depend on the situation and what the individual deems best. Since there's no universal law, then lying isn't unethical. So elders should not tell children that lying is bad because according to this theory, there's no law that actually says that. Individuals should make the decision whether or not to lie and when. Since lying isn't considered unethical according to this theory, why not lie? Reasons for not lying would be probably because of your own guilt. You feel bad if you lie to others because you deceived them. However, this is all based on your own emotions, and there's no basis for whether or not to lie, according to this theory. The self-interest theory doesn't tell us whether or not our decisions are ethical, but it tells us why we make those decisions. The reasons for all the decisions we make is for our self-benefit. According to this theory, we would lie in order to gain something for ourselves. However, we would also tell the truth for the same reason. If telling the truth would bring us more benefit, then according to this theory, we would tell the truth. But if lying would bring us more benefit, then we would lie. For example, if we cheat on a test and the teacher found out. If we lie convincingly, we could get out of trouble and avoid a negative mark on a permanent record. It would be in our self-interest to do this. However, if we were unable to lie convincingly, we would be in even more trouble. So it might be in our best interest to tell the truth in this case. In this example, although there's a negative consequence, telling the truth would probably be the best choice for our self-gain. However, there are also times when lying is better for our self-gain. For example, little white lies. These lies probably won't hurt anyone or affect anyone negatively, but it might be in our best interest to tell these white lies to impress our friends and to make ourselves seem better. According to this theory, lying isn't so bad. If we can lie convincingly, it could get us out of trouble for something bad we did, and it could also improve our self-image, so we gain something for ourselves by lying. However, lying can also hurt us when our lies fail and the truth is exposed.
Deontologists believe that lying is immoral no matter what, even if it prevents something of a greater consequence from happening. Immanuel Kant said that lying was morally sinful and that everyone innately knew it was immoral. He argued that you should always respect others' rights and abilities to make good, rational decisions. He also said it deprives others of the chance to make their own decision and strips them of the right for free choice. We have a duty to not interfere with or damaging others' abilities to make their own choices. Some criticisms of the deontologist's point of view include that sometimes more harm could be prevented by lying. At times, it's even immoral to tell the truth because you could do harm unto others or society. For instance, if a robber breaks into your house and asks where a family member is, you should lie to protect that loved one. Also, most people argue that people could weigh odds in their heads and could make good judgment calls as when to lie or not. There's always a chance that someone is lying to you, and whether you decide to believe them or not is your decision. Utilitarians believe in consequentialism, so if lying does the greatest good or prevents the worst from occurring, it should be done. To do this, one has to balance the cons and benefits and see which one is more. Of course, if a lie is malicious and mean, or only done for self-gain, it shouldn't be done. Here are some examples of when it's acceptable to lie. For instance, if you heard another group talking bad about your friend behind their back, and your friend asked if anyone was saying anything mean about them, and your friend is paranoid and is very sensitive and overreacts, then you should lie so that their feelings aren't hurt and you don't start a conflict with the other group. And here's a common example. If someone asks you if they look good in an outfit, you should lie or at least bend the truth to preserve their dignity and prevent an argument. Tell them what they want to hear instead. As seen in the above examples, some lies can often hurt others' feelings, allow others to overreact, or start conflicts. And most people will excuse lying if it's to someone who is unreasonable or stubborn based on the situation. In the end, lying could occasionally be seen as beneficial and helpful to society by preventing conflicts and preserving others' feelings. Here are some criticisms of this theory. People might underestimate how their lying would detriment society. As a result, their lying may cause more harm than they're aware of. For instance, people might not trust you as much anymore if they found out the truth, even if you were lying to help them. There's also the slippery slope possibility, such that when people start lying, they will do other so-called beneficial things in the name of the greater good, when all they're really doing is acting selfishly and rationalizing their actions. For instance, someone may say, "I'll steal this money from the bank while donating it to charity so it benefits society in the end." However, there's a great chance that they won't actually donate it, but will keep it for themselves instead. Most people know that stealing is wrong, though. Also, someone may start cheating and sharing answers with their friends on every test because it's the easy way out, and they reason that it doesn't harm anyone and helps a lot more. In fact, it's actually allowing them to depend on the answer key and develop bad study habits. It's also very hard to predict the consequences of lies, and often it turns into a much larger lie than the person had intended, and it harms people more than it helps. There are also arguments that people shouldn't be allowed the power to determine these things because often their judgment is clouded by prejudice or self-gain motives, such as fallacies like special treatment. For instance, someone may say, "It's okay for me to lie about cheating on this test because I could learn the material if I really wanted to. I'm just too busy right now."
Our emotions also play a part on our decision whether or not to lie. Personally, I think it's easier to lie to strangers than to lie to my friends because you don't feel as bad about deceiving strangers as you do about deceiving your friends or family. However, because we are so close to our friends and families, we also might be more inclined to lie to them in order to protect them and to keep their friendship. For example, if you're embarrassed about something, you'll probably lie about it to your friends in order to make yourself seem better. We also interviewed some people and their opinions on lying. What is your opinion on lying?
What do you think of lying? I think it's horrible.
Do you think there's ever a time when it's acceptable?
No.
Never?
No.
Okay. What are your reasons for that?
Because it's not good.
Do you think there's ever a time when lying is acceptable?
Yeah.
When?
Maybe if someone's life is in danger and you still lie to protect them. I guess that's right.
When would lying not be okay then?
I don't know. Maybe it's for when you're trying to get stuff for yourself. Like you're lying to protect yourself or your own gain.
If you were lied to about something, what if they lied to protect you, but they got hurt? How would you feel?
Then I would feel really bad for them because they got hurt. I couldn't get mad because they're trying to protect me.
How would you feel if they lied to you for something of their own gain?
I'd be mad then.
Okay. Do you think it's ethical to lie?
I think it's ethical to lie when lying doesn't harm anyone or when lying helps other people, like including yourself maybe, but like doesn't hurt them.
When would it be not acceptable to lie?
If you're lying just for like your own benefit, like then I don't think it's alright to lie.
If somebody lied to you for their own benefit, how would you feel?
I'd feel ripped off by them because like I probably would have trusted them, so I wouldn't feel very good.
If someone lied to help you,
Well,
would that be okay?
I guess I would understand like why they lie, so like that'd be better than if they lied to help themselves.
What do you think about lying?
I think that in those cases lying shouldn't be acceptable, like if it would put someone in danger or like be rude. But say if someone was just saying a little white lie or something just to protect someone, or maybe, I don't know, tell their kids like Santa Claus exists or something, I think that should be okay. I mean,
Oh yeah.
if it doesn't harm someone, or if it's not like a really mean thing to do to the person, then I think that lying in some cases is okay.
Oh. And what would you feel like if someone lied to you?
It depends on the lie. I mean, if they told me something like totally false and really mean, or I guess if they didn't tell me something, then I would probably be really annoyed. But if it was something really simple, then I don't know, I really wouldn't care.
What do you think about lying?
I think it's bad, but if you like really need to like save someone's feelings because they're like really hurt or pissed off or fragile and they're gonna like cut themselves if you tell them the truth, then I think you should lie for their sake.
Oh, okay.
But you shouldn't lie just like if you're like, oh, my underwear's actually purple when it's not. That's just stupid. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Next question.
How would you feel if someone lied to you?
It depends on who it is. If it's someone that I really trust and like we establish that we really trust each other, then I would be pissed. But if it's like some dramatic girl, you know, blonde, ridiculous, like, you know, the super mom
Yeah.
then I'd be like, okay, I expected that. Don't really care.